Happy morning, dear children, and welcome to today's English class. Last class, we had learned zero conditional clauses and first conditional clause. So what did we learn, children? We learned zero conditional clause and first conditional clause. I hope all of you remember those two topics. So today, we are going to proceed with the same topic, conditional clauses. So now what are these conditional clauses? I've already told you. They are also known as if clauses. So what are they known as, children? They are also known as if clauses. And they are type of sentences which are made up of if clause and main clause. So these conditional clauses are made up of if clause and main clause. Now what is the meaning of main clause, or what is this main clause? This main clause is also called or known as independent clause. So what is it called, children? It is also called as independent clause because it gives a complete meaning. And how about the subordinate clause? Subordinate clause, that is the if clause, it is incomplete in meaning. So that is the reason why the subordinate clause is also known as dependent clause, because it depends on the main clause to give the meaning. Now what is the meaning of condition? Laying down a condition. Condition means if you do this, I will do that. If this happens, that happens. So that is only laying down condition. Even at home also, you see, you children are all now in 10th standard, 11th standard, 12th standard. So all the three classes are going to appear for board examination. So whenever you request your parents for something, for example outing, or else you want a cell phone or you want a bike, when you request your father or mother, they lay down a condition. And what is that condition? You study well, I shall buy you. You do this, I shall do that. So it is the same. And why do they lay down the condition? They lay down the condition so that your children will progress in your life. It is not to trouble you. They don't lay down those conditions to trouble you. Their only intention is a good intention. And what is that intention? They very well know. If only they lay down that condition, you will study well and you will progress in your life. So once you settle in your life, they are also happy and you are also happy. Right, children? So now you understand what is the meaning of condition. So if this happens, that happens. That is only condition. Now in conditional clauses, we have if clause that lays down the condition. This if clause lays down a condition, and the main clause is the result or the outcome. Very simple. If clause lays down a condition. And how about the main clause? Main clause is the result or the outcome of the condition laid down by the if clause. Okay, children. So always remember, these conditional clauses are types of sentences that are made up of if clause and main clause. Then what are the other things that we have to remember? We have to remember while learning this conditional clause. Now you know what is main clause and what is subordinate clause, you know. What else we are supposed to learn or know? We are supposed to know what? Tenses. And in these tenses, it's more than enough if you know simple present tense, simple past tense, past perfect and past participle. Okay, children. So in this conditional clauses, we make use of simple present tense, simple past tense, past perfect tense and past participle. So these four tenses you be familiar with. Then coming to verbs. Sit, stand, jump, hop, dance, all these are verbs I've told you, because all this denote an action. Yes, so now you have understood what is main clause, what is subordinate clause, what are tenses and what are verbs. Now let us proceed to the conditional clause, and today we are going to learn second conditional clause. Before that, let us go through what I have taught you just now, or what we have discussed just now, written on the blackboard. Shall we? Shall we, children? Yes, come on. Yes. Look at the board. Now look at this. So here types, I have already told you. There are four types. Okay, that is zero conditional clause, first conditional clause, second conditional clause, and third conditional clause. So today we are going to do this second conditional clause. Already zero conditional clause and first conditional clause have already been done for you. So today we are going to do this second conditional clause. Now look at the board. Main clause. Main clause. It is also called as independent clause. It is called as independent clause or principal clause, and it is completed meaning. And what is it? It gives the outcome or the result. Okay, result laid down by the condition in if clause. Now this if clause, it is a subordinate clause or dependent clause, and it lays down the condition. Okay, children. Then tenses refer to time. What do they refer to? They refer to time. And I told you 4 tenses we should know while writing this conditional clauses. It's enough if we know this 4 conditional. So to write these 4 conditional clauses, it's enough if we know these 4 tenses. That is simple present tense, past tense, past perfect tense, and past participle tense. Okay, children. And verbs, what do these verbs denote? They denote action. Now, let us proceed to the second conditional clause. Now, the second conditional clause, children, they are unreal, they are impossible, they are improbable, and they are hypothetical. Okay, hypothetical means what? They are imaginary. Okay, they are very imaginary or imaginative. So here, they are unreal. What are they? They are unreal. So the second conditional clause, the situation is unreal. Now look at this. If you studied hard, or if you studied well, you would score high. If you studied well, you would score high. So in that sentence we have if plus past tense plus would plus present tense. Yes or no? If you studied hard or if you studied well, studied over there, studied is the past tense. Would score is would plus present tense. Okay, present tense of the verb. So would score. So here we are following the structure. What is the structure that is being followed? The structure or the formula that is being followed is if plus past tense plus would plus present tense form. Okay, children. So look at the sentence once again. If you studied well, this does not give the complete meaning. Does it give the complete meaning? No. So thereby it is a subordinate clause and it lays down a condition. So what does it lay down, children? It lays down a condition. If you studied well, you would score high. Who would score high? You would score high. The meaning is complete. The meaning is complete. And thereby it is the main clause and it is the outcome or the result. Okay. This main clause is the result or the outcome of the condition laid in this subordinate clause. And then coming to the next sentence. If Abhi had time, he would visit Chennai. If Abhi had time, he would visit Chennai. Had, would visit. If, had, would visit. So if Abhi had time, he would visit Chennai. Now look at the next sentence. If it rained, they would cancel the match. If it rained, they would cancel the match. If it rained over here, it is the past tense. Would cancel. Would plus present tense form of the verb. Now proceeding to the next. If you behaved well, all would like you. If you behave well, all would like you. Natural. It's quite natural. If we behave well, all will like us. Yes or no? Now look at the sentence. If you behave well, it is subordinate clause. It lays down condition. All would like you. All would like you. Now over here, this is main clause. It is a result. Result of what? Result of your behavior. Is it clear? So if you behaved well, all would like you. If you loved your parents, all of us love our parents, don't we? If you loved your parents, you would behave well. If you loved your parents, you would behave well. All of us love our parents, don't we, children? So definitely we should behave well, right? If you behave well or if you loved your parents, what? If you loved your parents, you would behave well. Okay, children? If you loved your parents, you would behave well. If you behave well, all would like you. That's all. See, look at that. If you loved your parents, you would behave well. If you behaved well, all would like you. Look at the next sentence. If I were rich, if I were rich, I would help the poor. If I were rich, I would help the poor. So here, where is the past tense? Would help. Would plus present tense of the verb. Okay, children? Well, if I were a peacock, if I were a peacock, I would dance in the rain. If I were a peacock, I would dance in the rain. But I am not a peacock. I would dance in the rain when? If I were a peacock. Okay, if I were a peacock, but there is no possibility of my becoming a peacock. Can I become a peacock? No. So I cannot dance right now. So if I were a peacock, I would dance in the rain. I would dance in the rain. So all these sentences are unreal. All these sentences are unreal, hypothetical, improbable and impossible. So the situation in all these sentences are improbable, impossible, unreal and hypothetical. Okay, children. Now again go to the sentences. See, look at that. This is second conditional clause and the second conditional clause is unreal. The situation, I'm talking the situation. The situation in second conditional clauses hypothetical, improbable, impossible and unreal. And what is the structure that we follow? The structure followed in this is if plus past tense plus would plus present tense form of the verb. Now in these sentences, look at these sentences. If you studied well, you would score high. If Abhi had time, he would visit Chennai. If it rained, they would cancel the match. If it rained, they would cancel the match. If you behaved well, all would like you. If you loved your parents, you would behave well. If I were rich, I would help the poor. If I were a peacock, I would dance in the rain. Okay, now look at all this subordinate clause. So there's a comma over here and right before that, this is only if clause. Okay, if clause up to this comma. So this, if you studied well, over here studied, had, reigned, behaved, loved, well. All these are past tense. Okay, children. So studied refers to past tense, had also refers to past tense, and then reigned is also past tense, behaved is a past tense form of verbs. Okay, past tense form of verbs. Loved, well, all these are past tense form of verbs. Okay, children. And over here, would score, would visit, would cancel, would like, would behave, would help, would dance. All these are also would plus present tense form of the verb in the main clause. Have you all understood now? So always remember this conditional clause, the second conditional clause. What is the structure that we have to follow? If plus past tense of the verb plus would plus present tense form of the verb. Okay, children. So in all this, look at this. Studied, had, reigned, behaved, loved, were. All these are past tense form of the verbs. And how about this? Would score, would visit, would cancel, would like, would behave. And what is the last one? Would help and would dance. All these are would plus present tense form of the verb. Have you all understood now second conditional clause? I hope you have understood. So we shall meet in our next class with the next and the last conditional clauses. Thank you, children. Have a nice day. God bless you. God bless you, children. Thank you.